and I honestly cannot get a bad weld out of this machine. This is the YesWelder MP200 Pro machine, which is one of their brand new release machines. You can use the Synergic settings, or you can set this machine up in full manual if you want to. So I pull up Google AI is how I like to do it, and I just tell them what I'm doing. I'm doing MIG steel 1/8 inch with 0.030 wire, 75-25 mixed gas, and ask it for the settings. It says between 17 and 18 volts and a wire feed speed between 230 and 250 inches per minute. Let me show you the machine real quick. I'll show you my settings, and I'll run a bead, and we'll see what kind of a weld we can get on this 1/8 inch material. All right, here's where we are as far as settings. We're in the manual mode. We're using the MIG gun. All of these are blanked out when you're in the manual mode, so you don't have to set any of those. I've done a gas check. I'm about 20 cubic feet per hour, I believe it is. 2T, 0 on the inductance, and this is another setting that is not on a lot of machines and was not on the previous MP200, but it is a feature on this new machine. So you can adjust that between -10 and +10. I'm just going to start with 0. If you go up here higher, maybe 4 or 5, it'll smooth out that arc and give you less spatter if you're having problems with spatter. Or if you're on thinner material, you can run it down here on the lower settings, and it'll give you a more crisp, fast freezing weld pool in comparison, and help you prevent from burning through and maybe bridging wide gaps and that sort of thing. So that's a cool feature that's additional on this new MP200 Pro machine. Anyway, I've got the inches per minute set at 240 on the wire feed speed, and then 17.5 on the voltage. And I'm just using some scrap bed frame material, and you can see I've already done some testing here, but I'll run one right along this edge right in here with these settings, and we'll see what we get. So this top one is what we ended up with. And although it's not perfectly straight, it's actually a pretty respectable weld for a hobbyist type welder. And that's using the manual settings just with some Googled settings. Let's try another one. I'll run one here across the bottom, and we'll go back to Synergic and see what it does. The Synergic is a little hotter settings than what I have made that weld with. So the only thing we're going to do is we'll switch to Synergic. And we're still on 1/8 inch material. It shows 280 inches per minute at 18 volts. Let's try that. And here's that weld. I went a little fast in the middle, but still a fairly respectable weld for my personal standards. And that's with the Synergic settings on this new YesWelder MP200 Pro. Now we'll go back to the manual settings. I'm going to run 2 beads all the way across right up in here, this blank open area, so you know which ones we're looking at when I get them done. I'll start on the bottom, and then I'll do the second one on the top. But let's go to the machine. We'll make some adjustments. We'll switch back to manual mode. Remember, we had 240 on inches per minute and 17.5 on the volts. Let's go 140, drop 100 inches per minute off of it, and we'll just leave it at 17.5. We'll try one and see what that does. Remember, now we're trying to make a bad weld with this machine. Now it is slower because we're dumping less metal into the weld, but it was smooth. I don't have any spatter that I can see. But this machine, even in the manual mode, is very forgiving on the settings. So I think it's great for a beginner or someone who doesn't have a whole lot of experience with MIG welding. Now we're going to make some adjustments the other direction. We'll run another bead up above it and see what that does. Let's go up to 20 volts. 2.5 volts above where we were. Really unbalanced. Way too much voltage for that wire feed speed. We'll see what kind of weld we can get out of that. All right, so this top weld is the one we're looking at here. And even though it didn't sound right, you could tell it was not enough wire for the voltage, it still ran a nice weld. I mean, I would use that on a project. If I had those settings and did that weld, I wouldn't grind it out and redo it. I would go with that. I'm just impressed by the machine and the way it adjusts, even if your settings are way off of what they should be. So just for fun, let's go back to the Synergic and we'll use the settings that they give us just to see how it does. Let's go down here and adjust the inductance. Let's go all the way to +10 and see how smooth of a bead we can actually get with that setting. And listen to the sound, because then the next we'll do a -10 and we'll listen to that one and see if we can hear the difference in the two settings. This should be a smooth, less pronounced arc, and when we go to the other one it'll be a much sharper, snappier arc than what we see here. Nice wide bead using the Synergic settings with +10 on the inductance setting. We'll do one more right up above that. We'll go down to -10 on the inductance and listen to the difference between that previous arc and this arc. This will be a much snappier, poppier sound to it. But we'll see if it gives us any spatter. All right, that top bead, see how it's kind of roped up? It's a little bit too fast freeze and didn't have time to really wet in on the edges and lay down until it got over to the end a little warmer. But that's the difference between the inductance settings of high or low and lots of versatility with that type of a setup. Now let's try a fillet weld or two on some 3/16 inch material. Since we're playing around here, we're still in Synergic, and that's the only change we're going to make. The inductance is just set at 0, and we'll run a bead on some 3/16 and see how it does. That's what I ended up with, too cold. So instead of 20, I'm going to go to 22 on the voltage, run one more up above that, and we'll see how that comes out. I'm just going to trim it up 2 volts. Maybe I should go to 3. Let's trim it up to 23 volts. And I guess technically I can make a bad weld because that is definitely not a good weld. That could be error on my part, but it's just too cold. All right, 23 volts, 3/16 inch steel. And that's what I ended up with there. And as you can tell, honestly, that's a really nice weld. Wetted in on both edges, filled the gap, smooth, consistent, awesome welder. I'm really happy with this machine. If you've got this machine, I'd love to hear your experiences with it. If you've tested out some of these features to see how they do, and let me know how it's been working for you. Just leave those in the comments. I'd be interested in reading them. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you leave. And if you click the video on the screen now, I'll meet you over there.